And we are back. It is James Shelby here, owner of the Shelby Sold real estate team. And it's been a little while since we last spoke about the market and the current market conditions here in Riverside County. So I wanted to bring you guys a video and give you a little bit of information as to what's going on and where we stand in our local real estate market. So a couple things have been going on. If you have been paying attention to real estate prices, they are absolutely through the roof. And I'm gonna go over why that is, and I'm gonna tell you what I think could happen in the future and key things to look for to kind of give us some sort of insight as to where the market's gonna head. Because I always get the question, hey, is it gonna drop soon? Is the market gonna go down? What is going on? And that's why I wanna make this video. So as I said, the market is on fire. The reason that home prices are continuing to rise is, number one, we have extremely low inventory. So normally there's about 3 months worth of inventory that's sitting on the market. So normally you've got enough inventory to last us 3 months. Currently, we're sitting around 0.9 months worth of inventory. So as you can imagine, with that little inventory, you've got a lot of people all bidding on the same home, which kind of brings us to the next reason why the prices are going up so quickly is because there are a lot of buyers in the market. And there's a lot of buyers in the market right now because the interest rates at this time are historically low. We're talking, some people are securing rates in the mid 2%. Right now, roughly as it stands today, early March 2020, your average maybe interest rates somewhere around 3.1, roughly. Interest rates are historically low. So you've got low inventory and you've got a ton of buyers in the marketplace, especially right here in Riverside County. As you guys know, I sell real estate anywhere from San Diego County, Los Angeles County, San Bernardino County, Orange County, but primarily I live here in Temecula, so primarily my main focus is here on Riverside County. And what we've seen over the past year with everything going on with COVID is an influx of money moving into Riverside County. When you're seeing people that are bidding $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 above the list price on a lot of the properties that are selling right now, a lot of that money is coming from Orange County, LA County, Santa Clarita County. All these people are moving and either selling their properties in those areas and moving here and bringing that money over, or they're just someone that maybe has a higher paying job or a higher net worth. They're bringing their savings over here to Riverside County where it's more affordable, especially with everyone that's able to work from home. They're bringing a lot of that money, and unfortunately, combining that with a low inventory, you're getting a lot of crazy prices. So it's great for sellers. For buyers, it definitely is a much more of a struggle if you're trying to get your offer accepted. So it's interesting because over the last year, $14.47 billion worth of annual gross income moved into Riverside. And if we see that trend continue over the next year or 2 years, it's going to be interesting to see what happens as far as the marketplace goes, if that's going to mean we're going to continue to see prices rise, or are we going to see maybe prices level off because of some other factors? And I'm going to talk about those right now. I get asked all the time, hey, James, what's going to happen in the next 6 months? What's going to happen the next year? Are prices going to go down? Are they going to keep going up? And it's every realtor's favorite quote to say, hey, I don't have a crystal ball. And it's true. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know exactly what's going to happen in the next 6 months, 3 months, a year. But I can tell you this, these are 3 things that you're going to want to keep an eye on that'll kind of be an indicator as to which way the market is heading. Number 1 is going to be interest rates. The Fed's already talked about raising rates slowly through the rest of 2021. So if you do see rates slowly tick up or even tick up quickly, you're going to see people's buying power be slowly taken away. And obviously, as money gets more expensive to borrow, people aren't going to be able to submit as high of offers on properties because there's going to be an affordability issue at some point to where the rates are too high and they're not going to be able to afford the payment on their house, because what they could borrow 6 months ago versus, what they can borrow now with a raised interest rate, there's going to be a big difference there. If rates continue to go up, we're going to have to see prices adjust, level off. Number 2 is going to be inventory. So if we see an influx of homes come onto the market, obviously that's going to be good for buyers. They're going to have a lot more to choose from. And at that point, we could see prices level out a little bit. And number 3, and this kind of goes along with the inventory, is forbearance. So forbearance on the homes that someone couldn't make their payment because of their job loss due to COVID. There was a whole forbearance program where you could push off paying your mortgage. That has been extended now till June 2021. So June of this year. It was March. The CARES Act by the Biden administration pushed that to 2021. When that time comes and forbearance is up, we could see an uptick in inventory, and that could also affect prices. So when it comes to forbearance, there's interesting statistic, because a lot of people think, well, if people are in forbearance, 2.7 million homes in forbearance across the country, when forbearance is over, that means all these people are going to have to sell their homes because they can't make the mortgage. There's a couple things to keep in mind with that thinking. Number 1, not everyone in forbearance is actually losing their home or can't make their payment due to job loss. Whether it's right or wrong, you've got a lot of people that are just taking advantage of being able to push off their housing payment for 12 months, 6 months, whatever the case may be. And some people are taking advantage of it whether they actually need it or not. That's one thing to keep in mind. The other thing to keep in mind when you're thinking, well, when forbearance is over, there's going to be a fire sale and all these people are going to sell at major discounted prices. The other thing to keep in mind with that is only 1 out of 10 people that are in forbearance are equity poor, meaning 90% of the people that are in forbearance have a good amount of equity, 20% or more. So this isn't a case where they're going to have to say, oh, well, I barely have any equity. I'm going to have to short sell my house. Just, hey, bank, take whatever you can for it. We're just going to give it away. Number 1, with the inventory, being so low, there's going to be plenty of buyers that are going to want to buy these homes if and when they do come on the market. And number 2, there's plenty of equity in these homes. So it's not like they're all going to be foreclosures or all be short sales. There's going to be a lot of them that are just standard sales if they even need to end up selling them when forbearance is over. That's about all I got for you today. It's March 2021. As you guys know, if you have any questions, if you ever need anything from me, reach out, DM, Instagram, call me direct, whatever you guys need. I'm always here, and I will keep you guys updated as things proceed throughout the rest of the year. You guys stay healthy and stay safe.